Greetings, Voyagers. Well, today I'm going to be doing an uncompensated review of a product that I bought. I bought it myself. It wasn't given to me by the manufacturer for a review. This is, again, an uncompensated review, so you know it's an honest one. I don't have to please anybody but myself, right? So here's the device. It's a, well, I guess I'm going to be working in my shadow here. It's the RuggedGeek R1000. It's a 1000 amp, 12 volt. I think that has to be 1000 milliamps. I'm not sure. 1000 amp, 12 volt portable emergency jump starter and power supply. And that pretty much says it all. It will jump start a battery. And I know this from personal experience because last week I had to go move my old van, old rough cut. Had been sitting there for a while, and the battery was dead and it would not start. You go, geese. You go. They're coming back. They're migrating back north now, and they're all over the place. So where was I? So yeah, anyway, the old van wouldn't start, and I hooked this thing up. It has these two cables, positive and your negative, and you hook them up just like you would if you were jump starting a car with other cables. Positive to positive, negative to negative. And this thing, pardon me? When is it open for the season? I think it's May 1st. Yeah.
I thought it was April 1st. May 1st?
Well, it might be April 1st. You may be. Yeah, you can rent this function hall. Yeah. People come down and have birthdays and stuff.
How much it is?
I have no idea. No, but you can call the office. They have an office. Oh, you could call the city. Sure. So let's see, where was I? Tourists. I love the tourists, to tell you the truth. Well, I have Massachusetts plates, but they're definitely from out of town. So anyway, yeah, you hook it up just like you would any other jumper cables. Positive to positive, negative to negative, and when you do, this little light right here will start flashing. It'll start flashing red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. And when you attach this to your battery, it will test the circuit to see if it's safe to jump start it. And if it is, then that little flashing red, green will turn to a steady green. And then you can jump back in the cab, turn the key, and it started right up, man. I was so impressed. It just started right up. Now they say in the instructions that if you're going to be jump starting, your battery pack here, your power pack, has to be charged to at least 70%. And I just happen to have it fully charged, which is rare for me. I rarely get it at 100%, but I just happen to have it fully charged. Hooked it up, started right up. Man, oh man, this thing is worth its weight in gold. It'll save your butt in a tough spot. So, and it only used 6% of the battery to start my car, start the old van. It was at 100%. It went down to 94%. But I'm guessing that because the reason why they want you to have at least 70% charge is because when you start a motor vehicle, it takes a sudden surge, a heavy surge of power right away. It's not a little thing. It just goes boom. It hits it like a sledgehammer. So it's probably putting a real strain on the lithium battery to do it with anything less than 70%. So here's the device. on off. It has an input right there to charge it with. This is the cable, charging cable. It comes with a cute little little bag. That's the box. User manual. The user manual is native English. Okay, it wasn't translated from Chinese, I don't think. If it was, then they did a pretty darn good job of it. It's completely understandable. It's not Chinglish. I've been using this device now for a couple of months, and I've been using it every day. And I love the device. It will charge right off my my power port in the van, and it takes a while to charge this when it's done. You know, it could go like 3 or 4 hours to fully charge it. But when I go to the library to do my video editing, I bring it with me and I plug it in. I've had one problem with this cable. Obviously you plug it into your USB if you're going to charge your phone. The problem I've had is that this connector right here, this end of the cable, doesn't seem to snug up to my phone. I think just the slightest little touch and it will loosen and it will stop charging. And I've had it sit there sometimes and not be charging at all when I thought it was when the cable was plugged in. So for some reason, and it did the same with my other old smartphone too. So for some reason this cable doesn't like smartphones, but other than that it works great. Works fine with this. I've had to go back to using my other charging cables that I got with the phone to plug into here. So it's got the two USB ports, on-off switch. You turn it on, you hit that button once. You just hit the button once. You just tap it. I mean, I should be in the shade for doing this. So right now it's at 54% charge. If you give it a second tap on the button, or if you hold it for longer than just a second or so, you get the flashlight. If you tap it again, let's shut it off. Alright, so now you got the flashlight. You hit it once and it flashes. You hit it again and it strobes. Hit it again and it's off. So it's got that. And this is the power port for the jumper cables. And it's set up so that you can't put it in the wrong way. So you don't have to worry about doing that. And it works really well. I will get, if my smartphone were completely discharged and that were fully charged, I could recharge my phone probably 3 times with this. Safe to say, possibly 4. So that's it. I'm loving it. I've got a couple of other video clips that'll show some peculiarities of it. But I paid, I think, $109 from this. I don't remember exactly where I bought it. It was most likely Amazon. Or I may have bought it right from RuggedGeek, from their website. Don't remember. But I think I paid $109 for it. And it's great. I don't have a lot of demand for electricity right now in the van. So, and there's the van. There's my Land Shark. I'm calling it Land Shark. Don't have a lot of demand for electricity right now. Mostly it's just the cell phones. I do have my 4-foot LED strip that I run off of it, but that's going to be in the next clip. So I'm looking at the battery jump starter and device charger, and it's at 30%. I had it charging from the truck engine earlier today, and it was up to around 60. I think it was up around 60%. And the only thing I've been running off of this device is my lights. My 4-foot LED strip light. So that apparently is using a lot of juice. It's only been on for I've only had the lights on for, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours. That's about it at the very most. In fact, I would say even less than that. I only just turned it on so I could do some work in the van, just getting things organized. So yeah, probably about an hour at the most, maybe hour and a half. It drained from 60 something down to 30%. It went from green. When it hits 30%, it turns red. It means you're getting down into the danger zone. So I'm gonna have to shut these lights off now. Oh, one more thing. It doesn't like the lights have a dimmer. I can dim them, but when I do that, the RuggedGeek doesn't like it. Watch what happens to the display. See, it starts going nuts. It starts going crazy. It doesn't know how to handle it, and sooner or later, the light is just going to shut off. So now I'm going to turn it all the way back up to full, and there we go. But it doesn't like being dimmed, and the light has gone off on me. It just shut right off while it was on dim. So I have to run the LED light strip at full brightness if I'm going to run it off of this thing. I had the LED lights on, running off the RuggedGeek for about 15 minutes. And when I started, I had a charge of 71%. So I ran the lights for about 15 minutes at the most, 15 minutes, and now it's down to 58%. So it's lost 13% in like 15 minutes just from running my LED lights. So that seems like a lot to me, but so that's a wrap for today, folks. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, and share, because sharing is caring. Live long and prosper. Peace out.